Have you ever wondered during a Major League Baseball game when people are bunting why they bunt to first base or why they bunt to third? Well, I'm Jody Reed with InsideBaseball.com, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. The reason why a bunter will bunt the ball to first base is that's because the runner is on first and the first baseman has to hold him on. You see, the third baseman, he doesn't have anything to do. There's only a runner at first base. There's no threat of anybody taking third, so he's probably going to creep in and be a little bit closer. Now, the first baseman has to stay back there with the runner until the ball's thrown. That's why you'll see the bunt up the first baseline with a runner on first base only. Now, likewise with a runner on first and second, the first baseman really doesn't have anything to do because the runner on first has to wait for the runner on second to move. However, if I can bunt this ball hard down the third baseline and force that third baseman to come get the baseball, well, guess what? Nobody's over there covering third base and my runners can advance easily. So there's a strategy as to what side of the field I want to bunt to and why. And now you know what that strategy is. So now we're going to show you a little bit of the technique, and we'll go through both of them, a runner at first and a runner at first and second or second only, and hopefully I'll use the technique that we've learned, okay? So notice that I've moved up in the box because everybody knows I'm bunting. We're not surprising anybody, and we're going to use the techniques that allow us to be comfortable and confident, and then finally take the ball and bunt it up the line. Now this is a runner at first base, so where do I want this ball to go? That's right, I want it to go up the first base line, okay? So if you're ready, here we go. I square around, and there you have it. Right up the first baseline to the right side of the pitcher, the right side of the field, forcing him to field the ball. Now, one thing I want you to notice is, guess what? I wasn't concerned about getting this ball down the line. I just want this ball out in the grass. If I get too caught up in getting this ball too close to the line, what happens? It rolls foul. And guess what? I lose that opportunity. I had a great pitch to bunt, but because I tried to be too cute with it, I tried to be too perfect, it rolled foul. When I'm sacrificing, get the ball out into the grass, let it roll out there, let the guys field it, let your runner move up. The other thing that I want you to notice is, and this is a crucial mistake that happens all the time, is it's a sacrifice. I want to bunt the ball and then run. Too many times we see young players, they're concerned with, I want to get a hit too, and what happens is they go to run, and what you see that it changes my angle on my bat. Again, I foul the ball off, I bunt it foul, I miss the opportunity. This is a sacrifice bunt. We're not bunting for a base hit. Sacrifice yourself, do your job, and move it over. So that was our bunt up the first baseline. Now, runners on first and second, or it just could be a runner at second that you want to move over. Let's take a look at this technique. Notice how, as in the first one when I wanted to bunt there, I set my angle up early. I'm going to set my angle up early with my bat so the ball goes over here. So if you're ready, here we go. Let's do one more. There you go. Now we're going to talk about the strategy towards bunting to third base. Now remember, in this situation we have a runner on second or a runner on first and second. And again, we want the third baseman to have to field this. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is bunt this ball a little firmer so that it gets by the pitcher. And the third baseman is forced to come up the line, make the play, and therefore nobody will be covering third base and my guys can advance easily. Okay, so if you will, let's take a look, and if you notice, this bunt will be a little firmer, forcing him to come up the line. Here we go, angle set. There you go, right down the line. He has to come get that ball and get me out at first. And again, remember, notice, it's a sacrifice. I'm making sure that I'm making my bunt, getting it down in the proper position, forcing the runners, or excuse me, the position players to make their play, allowing my runners to advance. I'm not concerned about getting out of this box. My job is to execute the bunt.